Welcome to the breakdown. This is a predecessor build video where we take a champion from predecessor and a prominent player that mains that champion, and we break down everything from crest to items to special significance to synergy and everything in between. So this week we're going to break down phase. So let's get into it. All right, quickly. The only thing I'm going to be picking up for Crest is Tranquility. It does too much, creates too much pressure. It fills too many holes within my cooldown for my build. All in all, 99.9%. I'm taking the heal. It just does too much, especially unlocks too much creativity whenever you're fighting multiple opponents. It's great. The other 1% consideration is Reclamation. This is a cleanse. I only take it into Richter. I believe phase hardcore just denies Richter outright. He pulls my carry, I pull my carry out. He tries to pull me, I cleanse the reposition, and it's a wrap. So the only other consideration for crests is Reclamation, but I'm always going to pit Tranquility into any other matchup. Alrighty, guys, the only card that I build first 100% of the time, doesn't matter what the matchup is Wellspring. It unlocks Phase's kit and is her first power spike. This card single-handedly wins lane if you play aggressive and if you like to trade and trade often. Don't forget, every instance of an ability triggers some type of healing for your champion. This card boosts that. Every time it's off cooldown, use an ability, way more healing. And you can literally get a champion to full health, spamming abilities in literally next to no time. So if you are not building this card, you are 100% wrong and need to change immediately. Now, first ability is always going to be Energy Lance. Energy Lance is a long-range route that can secure kills for your carry. I believe the game starts at level 1. Therefore, you should be trying to poke and kill from the start of the match. Do not sit in your tower and play minion kill simulator. That is not what we're trying to do. You can't kill with a pull, but level 2 comes so quickly that you can opt out of getting the pull first and get your Energy Lance. Also, after unlocking all your abilities, you should be trying to unlock pull first from the very beginning, because the sooner that thing comes off of cooldown, the more you can do and the less you have to refrain from engaging the enemy when your pull's on cooldown. So to sum up, Wellspring first, Energy Lance first, and then you should be trying to spam unlock your pull so that that cooldown is reduced to as little as possible. Alrighty, rest to build, short and sweet. Second card, Galaxy Greaves. I picked this so that I can have a little bit more creativity, a little bit more survivability, and pairing that with your Energy Lance just makes you untargetable for an egregious amount of time, and really tries to force the enemy to focus the carry first, and then you can reposition him and continue to rinse and repeat the whole jump, freeze, reposition, run over, blind, jump, freeze, and do it to your heart's content. Next card is going to be Marshall. Typically, phase matches up really well with attack speed personnel, so it kind of plays into the whole attack speed ult. Attack speed given by a card is just as good. This is going to synergize really well with your Sparrows, with your Twin Blasts, as well as Murdochs and any other carry that doesn't have a delay in their auto attacks. Honorable mention, if you are playing with a Revenant, you're going to switch Marshall out for Requiem. This is really the only card that I found of value that can really support him doing his thing, but I typically avoid phase into Revenant at all costs. If I first pick phase and I get a Revenant, so be it. Requiem is going to be my third card, and then the rest of my build is going to be armor. Right now, I'm really loving the green ring. That makes me a little bit bigger, but it just provides so much health and so much armor. It's just super valuable to me. And then I'm typically picking Void Helm because I have a root which is going to trigger it. And so it just kind of provides a little bit more of that. I jump in the air. I'm now healing whenever I trigger the root. All in all, great card. But I'm not going to limit you there. You guys can pick up, any armor you want. You can even pick up, the mage armor with the gauntlets, or the spell shield. Both with the ability power is going to increase your healing, so it's not a bad way to go. I just typically am more aggressive, so I find myself in more situation where I'm in front of my carry. So typically I'm running more armor that is dedicated to health and armor of a specific class. And I typically am building the armor against who I'm going to be fighting more regularly. And then I will pick up my last armor will be whenever we're team fighting, whatever I'm missing. Phase doesn't have any counters. She just has a lot of disadvantages early, meaning her health pool, she's super squishy. So she's very, 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 very easy to kill early. She has no movement. So basically, until you get her Galaxy Greaves, you can't get away from anybody if your blink is down. And she doesn't deal damage. So if someone gets on top of you, you can't frighten them away because you don't deal the damage necessary for people to disengage. So overall, her kit is her biggest weakness. And until you overcome that with cards, most tricky matchups are going to remain tricky. So you have to be super hyper aware of enemy junglers that can get on top of you and deal tons of damage. And you have to be super weary of CC. So the biggest callouts are going to be steal. Um, you can't let him get close to you, and whenever he gets level 6, you got to be aware that you got to have your blink ready for that ultimate. And Decker has some really weird interactions that if you don't play around ability cooldowns, you're going to have a hard time. So all in all, no counters. You just have to really learn your playstyle and how it changes from character to character. But with that being said, that comes to the end of our video. If you liked the content, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe button. I know recently we've been getting hundreds of views, and we'd like to turn those into regulars. So if you haven't already, please be sure to do that. It really helps us out and show that our content is getting out there and people are appreciating it. But like always, stay positive, stay safe, and until next time, peace.